Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Fantasy Chancer, the fantasy football show we bring you here on the Upper Tier podcast on YouTube. Now, guys, just going to have a look at my team from last week. So, in goals, I had Leno. Unfortunately, no clean sheet for him, as I didn't with Saliba. Dan Burn -1 there with Luton shipping 4 past Newcastle. So, Branthwaite was the only one of the back four that got me some points last week with 8. And incidentally, Everton defenders are very, very good value, and there's a good return out of them at the moment with Sean Dyche shooting things up at the back for Everton. Although they are down near the bottom, they are good for points, these defenders, especially from set pieces as well. In the middle of the park then, I had Diego Jota, only 2 points against Arsenal. I thought he'd do more because of his record against Arsenal. Cole Palmer, 8 points again. Saka with 9. De Bruyne with 5. And my big one last week was Ollie Watkins, 4 assists, 1 goal against Sheffield United, 36 points. So that was a great return there. Was torn between him and Haaland, but wasn't quite sure if Haaland was going to start. It looks like Haaland's going to be back in the start from this week, so that might change my plans a little bit. Haaland, speaking of him, got 5 points, and Dominic Solanke got 2. Douglas Luiz for 5 on the bench was the only notable person that could have came in. So if I go into the leagues now and see where I am in the upper tier. The upper tier, I am still first on 1-4-3-5, so a little bit of a gap there, but that could easily change in a good or bad week either way for me or anyone else underneath. So yeah, we still have the full round, I think, of 33 people in there, so we're happy enough with that. And I'm just going to have a look at this week's team. Deadline very, very soon by the time this video comes out. So I've decided Martin Dubravka and Dan Burn for the Newcastle double, even though they haven't been keeping clean sheets lately. It's a gamble that I'm going to take regardless, just to see if their form picks up. And Forest can be a bit toothless up top as well, so that'll be an interesting one. William Saliba, Arsenal lost 2 games to West Ham already this year, so they're due maybe to win one. They kind of probably need to keep a clean sheet over there as well. So Saliba's in. Udoge I've brought in because his goal contributions have been pretty good lately, coming from fullback position at Tottenham, so decided to give him a run in the team as well. Diego Jota, Burnley at home, you'd be expecting Liverpool to win heavily this weekend. Cole Palmer, Crystal Palace away, that's an ideal game for Chelsea as well because of the form the Palace are in. Kevin De Bruyne and Saka make up the midfield then. De Bruyne, Everton at home, Saka, West Ham away. Dominic Solanke up top, Fulham away. Chance for him to get goals there. Fulham very hot and cold, as Ollie Watkins, Man United at home. Villa a little bit hot and cold at the moment as well, but generally strong at home, and you'd expect Man United to have a difficult evening there. Erling Haaland, Everton, captain, makes sense. I think he's going to be back in the team now on a regular basis, so I will probably switch my captain back to him. And we'll see what happens, guys. So that's pretty much it then for this week, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to all the great content here on this channel. The boys are bringing you wrestling and football. And as we seen this week, there was a crossover with the wrestling and the football out in Saudi Arabia with The Undertaker and Ronaldo. So it all makes sense, guys. And thanks very much. And I'll